In Part 12 of Module 10 on budgeting and sustainability, we'll discuss state and local budget expenditures. Budget expenditures are a good way of determining the priorities of state and local governments. In looking at total state budget expenditures, education and public welfare represent over one-half of state budget expenditures. The third most common expenditure is for insurance trust funds, an allocation that covers public employee retirement benefits and private sector unemployment insurance. Highways and bridges and health and hospital expenditures also constitute a large portion of state government expenditures. All other functions of government, for example, law enforcement, corrections, courts, natural resources management, and utilities, are covered by less than 1/4 of the total state budget expenditures. The area of veteran service garners only the tiniest fraction of total state budget expenditures. As with state governments, local government expenditures are predominantly focused on education expenditures. Approximately 1/3 of total local government expenditures in the United States is spent on elementary and secondary education. Public assistance expenditures are roughly 1/4 of local government expenditures, while allocations to insurance trust funds are between 15 to 20% of total local government expenditures. A little over 1/4 of local government expenditures covers all other government services, for example, fire, parks and recreation, and criminal justice, court, jails, and law enforcement. In both state and local governments, public assistance and education are by far the biggest expenditure categories in public budgets. In terms of sustainability, education represents a direct investment in the future. With the proper education, tools, technology, and knowledge, a new generation could be better prepared to deal with the challenges of the future than past and current generations. As with education, the area of social assistance consumes a significant portion of the state and local tax dollar, as well as intergovernmental transfers, frequently in the form of grants, coming from the federal government. A sustainable society promotes social justice. A tenet of social justice is that society and government actively address socioeconomic disadvantage. A horizontally divided society, a society in which a small group of individuals controls a large proportion of available resources, while many individuals have little or no access to resources, is not a sustainable society. The horizontally divided society, particularly a society facing near-term shortfalls of basic energy and natural resources, will prove to be politically and socially volatile and could even lead to disarray. In Part 13 of Module 10 on budgeting and sustainability, we'll discuss budget reforms.